Adobe's new AI tool can take one of your still photos and turn it into a video. Watch this. That was legit amazing. That could be such a powerful tool for photographers who want to go back to their old portfolio and share them on the more modern social media, which is video-centric. You could take pictures of lost loved ones and animate them, or take a bunch of photos that you had from an old vacation and turn it into a video of your vacation. Let's take a look at another photo. What the was that? I mean, the dude's face changed, her hat turned into a helmet, and his head literally twisted around on his body. That was awful and terrifying. Okay, I'm gonna go through Adobe's Firefly generative video tool, tell you the scenarios where it works and it doesn't work. I paid for this, so you don't have to. Let's look at another video. Okay, that was weird, but it did some things right. The camera movement looked really good. Like the net tracking throughout that looked good. The sunset, even though it had to expand, it looked pretty good. And at times, she looked kind of normal. It really did badly at the intricacies of playing volleyball, even though it kind of seemed to understand that it was volleyball. Right now, this tool is in beta. It can only generate 5-second videos at 24p, and they don't have any sound. So if I've added sound, it's because I did something with stock. You can log into Adobe at this link and try 2 videos for free if you have an Adobe account. Beyond that, you'll have to pay. It's $10 a month for 20 video clips. And that's a weird thing. Like, can you imagine being in a scenario where you'd want to generate 20 of these videos a month? I mean, it just must be an Adobe thing where they hope you sign up and then forget that you've signed up, but that's what I signed up for so I could make this video. If you feel like you're doing 70 a month, it will be $30 a month. And when you make a terrible video, they don't give you your money back for it. So it's like 50 cents per video. And look, if you use Midjourney or some other generative photo app, there's probably more misses than hits. You often have to make 5 or 6 still images to get a photo that will actually work for what you're doing. The hit ratio might not be that good here. So it could get kind of expensive. And it doesn't work with every photo. It rejected these 2 photos for not meeting their content guidelines, which are there to protect children. Oh, what could possibly be wrong with these 2 photos? I mean, they have what, women in them? I don't. And if you did pay for this, you might be doing it because you want to animate a whole bunch of photos, and you can't just have the engine randomly rejecting totally innocent, normal photos. Also, this is Adobe's AI system, which means they will literally look at your photos or your videos because they want to make sure nobody's abusing it. And unlike Apple, who actually has pretty good privacy policies, Adobe's privacy policy says a human being can look at anything that you send to them. So absolutely do not send them anything private or confidential. Let's look at another video. And okay, so wait, the boat just went through the land? And is that like a nuclear cloud now? Oh my God, that's terrifying. A lot of things went wrong with this video, but I will say the sky looks pretty good. The lightning coming in and out looks pretty realistic. It's a cool shot. It's just, there was no movement in the water. So I don't know why I decided to make a whole bunch of boats just literally driving through each other and land, but it wasn't the worst thing here, but it's definitely a loss. All right, it actually looks pretty good. It became kind of 3D. It's a little wiggly. Okay, we got some cars randomly appearing. I've noticed pretty consistently that the video gets worse as you go. And they're only 5 seconds long. But like the first second, usually it's pretty, you're like, oh, okay, you got me. Second 2, you're like, And then by second 3, 4, 5, you're like, what is happening? I feel like I'm on drugs. Let's look at another video. This is my daughter and niece when they were teenagers. They raised a bunch of money in a charity thing, and we just took this picture. Okay, pretty good. I don't know why I put them in Daisy Dukes. They were definitely not dressed like that. But her friend's face turned into the headlight of a weird car. And her sunglasses changed midway through, and Maya's face seems to have merged with the money that was literally just exploding out of nowhere. There's some room for improvement. Firefly can also turn vertical photos into vertical video for your social media. Well, that's not too bad. I did ask it to reach out towards the camera, and her face got a little wonky, but you know what? That's pretty amazing. Like, it created the architecture around her in that doorway, which was not in the original photo. And that actually looks pretty good. And if you freeze the frame and you look closely at her hands, there's some weirdness going on. You could definitely spot this as AI if you looked closely, but I bet most people scrolling through their TikTok feed wouldn't even notice it. So I'm going to count that one as a win for Adobe. Oh, that's sweet. And who is that dude? Who's that dog? Okay, that is not the two of us. It's really weird that it just completely changes the person because it like doesn't have memory. It like makes my face go behind her head, but then doesn't remember who I was like 1 second ago. It's beta. But look, this is not ready for a public beta. This is not ready. You got a lot of work to do, Adobe. Wait, it became a different bird and it's hovering? Okay, now it's just taking off. I can only imagine they like trained the AI engine on hawks instead of osprey, and that's why the entire like head of the animal changed into a different animal in the first second. But obviously that's not going to be acceptable. But I do like the way it panned out. It also doesn't seem to know how birds move because it was just like floating there. I guess if you'd never seen a bird in real life and you'd only seen still photos of birds, maybe you would imagine that they're just kind of like floating there. AI has a long way to go. This photo is from the cover of our Photoshop book, which includes more than 10 hours of video if you want to learn some Photoshop. Okay, wait. Oh my God, she became a man. Ah, her face, and now she's a different woman? What is going on? Wait, stop. Her foot is huge. Why did her foot become so huge? I'm sorry, Emily, I don't think that's the way you look. All right, so if you're a model looking to spice up some of the professional photos that people have taken of you, maybe you want to wait a little bit. I gave it 13 photos. It completely rejected 2 for no good reason. And out of the remaining 11, 9 were completely scary and 2 were useful. So my scorecard right now is a D minus. It actually did some things right where I could see some potential, but it is embarrassing that Adobe is pushing this out and really embarrassing that they're charging for it. It takes some balls to charge people $10 a month just to make 20 of those. And I'm gonna go cancel my subscription to it right now. In the comments down below, let me know what you think. Would you try this? If this could work, would you be interested in bringing some of your photos to life? And what's the long-term implications of this? Will people be able to take a series of photos and turn them into an entire feature film? Will this become automated enough that Apple will be able to go through your reel from your iPhone and make cool little videos from 20 years ago before video was so ubiquitous? Let me know what you think and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.